a movie. It's a B-movie show. It's like a movie. It's a B-movie show.
Hey every pony, I'm PonyFanboy. I fanboy over ponies and you just listen, and welcome back to the newest episode of Nightmare Week. So today we've got a creepypasta based on Invader Zim, which I hear is huge. I heard that kind of like Courage the Cowardly Dog, it's very spoopy in its own way, but I heard that this show has a massive, massive fan following. It has a lot of merchandise, it has its own convention, and just this year it had its own Netflix movie. So just like Foster's and a lot of the other shows we've talked about, add that to the list of shows I gotta check out once MLP comes to an end. But I hear it's really good. So how do you take a show that's already spoopy and make it into its own creepypasta? Well, let's find out. I hear this one's really good. This is Invader Zim, 10 Minutes to Doom. So the story begins with someone talking about how they used to be homeschooled when they were young, and if they weren't playing GameCube, they were watching episodes of Invader Zim on TV. They really liked it, and one day, one of their friends told them about a friend of a friend of a friend of theirs who used to work at Nick. The narrator goes home, puts the disc into a CD-ROM, sees a couple of episodes, and then notices a certain episode that's infamous amongst the fandom of Invader Zim, 10 Minutes to Doom. The episode that was supposedly supposed to be the last episode or something like that. As for the episode itself, it starts with them talking to the Tallus, who clearly don't want to be talking back to him, and when his connection gets disconnected, they say something about how they wish he was no longer around, and Zim's backpack thingy, which apparently is what holds an alien's life source on their planet, ends up getting disconnected, and Zim has only 10 minutes to live. Zim's robot sidekick Gur ends up running off with the backpack, and it ends up landing in the hands of Zim's human enemy, Dib. So once Dib has the backpack, he goes back to his house, and in his room he's looking at it, and then two mechanical tentacles pop out of the backpack and inject themselves into Dib's stomach. As it seems that Zim is running out of time, he slowly tries to make his way to Dib's house as he slowly starts decaying. It seems as the tentacles work their way into Dib's body, Dib slowly starts bleeding out on the floor screaming. All the while his sister Gaz doesn't seem to care. And so the story ends with Zim and Dib having only 10 minutes to live, and then they are dead. The narrator feels absolutely shocked by the episode. He tries looking it up to see if he can find anything online, but he only finds actual leaks of the original episode. So then he tries taking the disc back to the person, but the guy who gave him the disc says he doesn't remember him and threatens to call the cops. He apparently tried uploading the episode in full, but it got taken down for copyright, and from there the disc is just kind of a thing that he owns and lingers in the back of his mind as he has it put away somewhere for a rainy day. So that was 10 Minutes to Doom, and I just gotta say, this pasta is really, really good. Not only was the writing so good, it actually made you imagine all the stuff that was going on in the story, but it also did a very good job not trying to force a bunch of shocking imagery like a lot of the other pastas we've looked at have, and it also did a good job not just becoming your typical, oh, main character goes crazy and starts killing the rest of the main cast kind of thing, which a lot of people get angry at with certain creepypastas. And that's why I'm going to give this pasta 7 backpacks out of 10. Tune in tomorrow where we're going to conclude Nightmare Week by talking about ghosts.